is up, guys? Today I am on the Harley and I have a super special treat. Well, it's a special treat for you. It's not so special for me. It's actually recounting a memory that I just recovered footage of. So as many of you guys know, this is not just a stunt channel. This is an educational channel. Yeah, I like to go to my ride outs. I love to do that. But more than anything else, I like to teach you guys about my city and more importantly, how to stunt safely. So as a couple of you guys know that attended my ride way back in July, I went down. Like I crashed and it was bad. And that was my only real serious crash of the year, I would say. So today I want to break down that crash for you guys, show you some footage, show you my point of view, show you my buddy CBear's point of view that was right next to me, and see what we can learn from this pretty scary experience. My man Joey's. Woo! Nothing like scraping the Harley. You see how big that pothole was I hit? That pothole about killed me. All right, guys, so why am I talking about something that happened on my 636 on my Harley, first and foremost? My 636 is actually all taken apart right now. I'm doing the valve adjustment before I head down to Florida for winter vacation and possibly MLK. I don't know.
The notorious wheels up, guns down ride.
Popping wheelies on 95, doing donuts at local gas stations, who escapes on the back of a four-wheeler.
With that being said, drop a comment below if I should go or not. I've been to MLK a couple years in a row, and I almost feel like it's just pushing your luck at some points. It's not really a ride about skill or anything like that. If you know what it's about, you know what it's about. So I want to break down this crash with you guys on my Harley while talking about my 636. Gotta love riding with my friends in the middle of winter. What? We're crazy. You cuckoo? I'm cuckoo or you cuckoo? Guys, I want to start with the trick in general, and that is a spreader, but I'm going to talk about this kind of vaguely because I'm in a tank trick. There's one thing pretty much every stunter who's been in a tank trick will tell you: you are super susceptible to being mousetrapped. Because unlike a sit down, something like that, you're not really going to be locked in when your bike comes slamming down. In a tank trick, especially a high chair or a frogger or something like that, you're going to go flying. So in this case, I'm in a spreader, right? My feet are wide and there's nothing really locking me in but my arms. Just like right now, there's nothing but my arms locking me in, but my seat being raised the way it is nice. A sit down, your eyes a little bit more locked in than you know, a tank trick or something like that. Now this is Chicago, and just like the beginning of this video, I totally forgot this happened. There's potholes everywhere. So you really have to be conscious of potholes and bumps just like that, holy hell, for a couple of reasons. Number one, yeah, they can swerve you one way or the other, but that's not the bad part. The bad part is that for a millisecond, I mean a fraction of a second, your tire is off the ground, and if you're on that brake at all, your tire is going to lock up. So with that, whenever you're catching air in a wheelie, it's probably not a good idea to be on the brakes, or else you're probably going to come slamming down and it's going to hurt really bad. So as you can see, I dip into that bump, and by the time I come back up, my tire is locked. So you know when I'm going to land, I'm getting mousetrapped. That thing is going to slam right down. Nothing like a 60-degree day here in December. Watch for speed bumps, Joey. I'm talking about it. I'm trying to educate the people. So guys, me landing with my rear tire being locked the way it was, I'll just let you watch. As you can see, I was super lucky that this crash didn't have any broken bones, didn't even really have much road rash. The fact that I kind of did the rest of that ride and continued on with the weekend that Lean Back in Chirac is, which is like non-stop riding, and it's my ride, I host the ride, I was extremely lucky. Beautiful Lake Michigan. It looks like an ocean, but it's a lake if you're not from here. Gotta love riding the Sportster, man. And guys, I am not the only person to learn from in this video. If we watch the surrounding people that see the crash and are close by my crash, what an awesome job they did of keeping their head on a swivel, being able to control the wheelies that were around me and put them down safely. All in all, it couldn't have gone better. you're gonna crash. That's part of stunt riding. There's gonna be crashes at your big stunt rides. That is, again, part of it. So guys, not only do you want to do everything you can to not let the crashes happen in the first place, like going over potholes in a tank trick and on the brake about the scrape, but even more so, what you can help yourself to do to be prepared for other people crashing around you. Guys, I really don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Valentino Rossi, Sit Down Steve, CBear, or even something like Squid Stunts or whatever. You've been stunting for like a day. You're gonna crash. It is what it is. All good riders crash. All aggressive riders crash. Stunt riding, that is part of it. One of the biggest questions I always get people asking, and it drives me crazy: Brian, how do I get over that fear? I think the best way to get over the fear of crashing is crashing, if that makes any sense. Because when you crash, regardless of how bad you really get hurt, unless, I mean, you get like run over by a tractor trailer or something terrible, you're gonna get back up. That's the bottom line. You're gonna get back up, you're gonna get back on your feet. Even with a broken bone or two, you're gonna get back on your feet. There's another huge, beautiful part of stunt riding is it looks so dangerous to people from the outside looking in, but I don't think there's a safer part of our sport, and I mean all motorcycling, than stunt riding. I mean, that might look crazy, right? We're going like 20 miles an hour right now, and the kid's in a helmet, and you know, he's in jeans and a jacket. Like, he's fine. If he crashes, he might get some road rash, or even less so, he might break a bone. I always tell people that, like, the sport bike community in general, even the Harley riding sometimes, well, I guess not this kind of Harley riding, is more dangerous than stunt riding, just because your average speed is so much higher than ours. Like, when I was, you know, going in the mountains and dragging knees, like, that's what some people think of when they think of your typical sport bike rider. And I lost friends to that. I've literally, like, my friends had died from that. I've been stunt riding now for years, and I haven't lost a friend to stunt riding. Stunt riding in that aspect is a lot safer than your regular motorcycling. So this stuff looks crazy. It looks totally out of hand, but with the practice, a good group of people, and the low speeds that we ride at, those couple of factors really make this sport into something that is truly not as dangerous as a lot of other types of motorcycling. I'll race you. Now my key light is always on this thing because we took the security system off of this. Had a really weird one with like a watch battery on the key. Really just scared me to have that on there in general, just because a watch battery dying could be the thing that turns the bike off. I didn't like that. She likes the motorcycles, she's smiling. Papa! My man out here on the 4x4. What the hell is that all about? Here's something that actually belongs in probably one of my hood eats. That's ambulance number 15 right there. That's the busiest ambulance in the whole city. It's on the far west side. And a lot of the times on the west and south side, every time you see an ambulance like that, they're escorted by a police officer. Pretty much just for the protection of the person inside to make sure they actually get to the hospital here. Alright guys, so I don't want to make this video too long. Just basically break down the crash, give you some little pointers on maybe how to help mitigate crashes as well as be prepared for them. But guys, most of all, I want you to learn from my mistakes. That's the same reason I've done the stunt tutorials in general, because I want you guys to hurt a little less. So learn from my mistake, learn from other riders' mistakes, and we'll make this sport a little bit safer. Not like this guy. I don't know what. So guys, as always, this is your least favorite motovlogger telling you to be safe, respect life, and have a good weekend. Love y'all. Peace.